Hello, D-Man. How are you? Hope your day has been going good. Mine has. Luckily. Tomorrow's gonna be a bit crazy, but today, good day. How are you? Same. It's not too bad. It got cold. We've had like 2 days where it either was almost 60 or was 60, and then today plunged into like the 20s. No rhyme or reason, just the season. I could go to bed, but I can't. Ugh. I want it to be 78. But I'm not gonna rush it because Mother Nature knows what she's doing. Wow. Well, Mother Nature usually knows what she's doing. Hi, Marley Jeffries. Hi, Carry Me Through. Welcome, welcome. Hope everybody's day is going good. We're going to give it another couple of minutes and then we'll officially get started. Thank you for answering the poll. And we have 11 people in and only one like. Come on, guys. What's up with that? Thank you. That's a little bit more like it, maybe. Yeah, but it's February, so we know that we get false winters or false springs. Marley Jeffries, where are you from? You can just give your state or your country, whichever. I'm not listening, Carrie. Oh, man. I should not be tired. I'm gonna end up taking something tonight. Hi, GTS channel Yaya. Welcome to my live. And we have a few more seconds before I start going with live. Hopefully everybody is doing all right tonight. Those of you that are just coming in, make sure you vote in the poll and give it a like. I don't know, and I'm to the point where I don't even care. I just want to make it through March. Excuse me. If I can make it through March, I'll be happy. Better yet, let's just get through February, and then I'll worry about how March is going to come in or not. Oh, thank you for the smiley face. Okay, guys, it's time to get started. Hi, everyone. I am Nature Guy X46, and this is the Natureverse 4.7. And today, tonight, we are talking about dragonflies and damselflies. We are going to learn how these two very different predators are the same, how they're not, and some facts about both as we enter the Natureverse. Hi, Connor. Condon? Anyway, hello, everybody. So, first off, dragonflies and damselflies belong to the order Odonata. That's not right. Odonata. Anyway, I'm going to put it into the chat. So that you guys can see it. And I'm going to continue. I've been good. How have you been? Now, that is the order that they belong to. However, they belong to two different suborders. So, dragonflies belong to Anisoptera. We're going to put that up. Awesome, awesome. That is the order that dragonflies belong to. And damselflies belong to this one. So one is the top one is the dragonflies, the bottom one is the damselflies. There are over 3,000 species of dragonflies in the world, and damselflies number around 2,942 species. In case you're wondering, this is an old group. And when I say old, I mean like 325 million years ago. They predate the dinosaurs by a long time. While their distinctions in the suborder and species count are clear, dragonflies and damselflies are fundamentally linked by their shared classification. They both belong to the order that was posted, and this common ground is where we can explore their similarities. So, how are they the same? They each have 4 transparent wings. They have large compound eyes. Their larval forms are both take place in fresh water. They are both aerial hunters. They have elongated abdomens. And like all insects, they have 3 body segments. Despite these shared traits, dragonflies and damselflies have key distinctions in their appearance, behavior, and life cycle that set them apart. More or less the body, but we're going to go with it. Let's talk about dragonflies first. So first of all, when they're at rest, dragonfly wings are out. Their forewings are a little bit skinnier than the hind wings. And they have thicker bodies and even a bit thicker thorax than the damselflies. Their eyes tend to be closer together. They almost meet in the middle for the most part. Just remember that there's always exceptions to the rules in nature. So now let's talk about damselflies. So right off, dragonflies or damselflies are much more delicate than their dragonfly cousins. Their wings are held above their backs, above their abdomen and thorax, and their wings are basically the same size and same shape. Their eyes tend to be a little bit more spread out, and their abdomens also tend to be a bit on the thinner side. So now, this is important because this is where, well, you just got to trust me, it's important. First off, their larval forms very much different looking, and we'll talk about that. We are going to talk about that a little bit later, Connor. I promise. They do not go through a pupa stage. So that's important. So their life cycle is egg, larva, adult. They do not go through a complete metamorphosis. So they're not going to be like a butterfly or a moth where there is a pupa stage. Their babies are called nymphs or naiads. And they live in water before they emerge to take on their adult form. Dragonfly nymphs are a bit stockier, and their gills are actually located inside their abdomen, whereas damselfly nymphs are more elongated. Their gills stick out their backside. They almost look like feathers. And their wing pads sort of stick up a bit. That being said, they remind me of an alien, the way that they can sort of project their jaws out to capture prey. Dragonflies will take baby fish, other aquatic insect larvae, and tadpoles. Whereas damselflies, they tend to take a little bit smaller stuff. Now, dragonflies can live for a year. However, they can go for 7 years. We will cover that right after I cover this. When it comes to the nymph stages, this is where their lifespan can really get muddled, because for dragonflies, it can last up to 5 years or up to a year, all depending upon the species. Damselfly larvae can go 2 months to 3 years in the water, emerging to spend just 15 to 17 days as adults. Now, when it comes to size, Dragonflies tend to be larger and more robust, around 2 to 6 inches, while damselflies tend to be 1 to 2 inches. Now, that being said, that can vary. So if you're talking body length, between 5 to 15 centimeters, wingspan can be 20 millimeters to 150 millimeters, and in big species of dragonflies, up to 7 inches. So they can be pretty good sized. For damselflies, you're looking at 1.5 to 2 inches, or 3.8 to 5 centimeters. A wingspan smaller than the dragonflies. For the most part, and again, there are always going to be differences between dragonflies and damselflies, just because nature doesn't always follow the rules. So lifespan can vary between the two. It can vary between species. What's really cool is to be out on a nice warm day watching dragonflies do what they do best, and that is fly. Dragonflies can fly at speeds of 30 to 37 miles per hour, or 48 to 60 kilometers per hour. And they can hover, they can go backwards, they can do 360-degree turns. They are incredible. Any questions? I do have some announcements. One, I have not seen. Yes, very much so. I have not seen flying. I don't have an answer for that one. They spend a lot of time in the air. They will mate in the air. They will hunt in the air. They will eat in the air. Yeah, kind of crazy. So, tomorrow, I will not be doing a 1 p.m. live. Not happening. 6 p.m. live, more than likely. And we're going to be doing Congo Gorilla Forest and Pongo Land as an exhibit. Thursday, the 5th of March. No live that day. I will be getting my mouth taken care of. Friday's live for that week. May not be doing the 1 p.m. Friday live. Last night, I had a conundrum, and maybe it was the wrong choice to make, but as some of you know, I have kids that come into my channel, and in an effort to tidy up things that are being said in comments, I banned a couple of words, just because I don't want kids seeing that and going to their parents about it. So, nothing too major with that. Next week's live is going to be bumblebees, and I may include carpenter bees with that. I haven't decided yet. If that's the case, I will fill that slot with something else. The 27th is blizzards and hail. And then we're going to discuss the mythology of owls across many different civilizations. February 28th, we are doing monthly roundup, and we're going to do a really quick experiment, or at least talk about it. And then hopefully you can do it at home. Upcoming videos, apart from the one that hopefully will be up tonight for you guys tomorrow. Red-eared slider, buckeye trees, mermaids as a cryptid, horsehair worm, Swanee Mexican shell, Swanee rivers or river, and karst. Just as a reminder, I go live Tuesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays at 1 p.m. and 6 p.m. And with that, I've covered everything that I need to cover tonight. So if you have questions or you just want to chat, now is the time. Go ahead. I'm anxious to see what it is, to see if I know it. Now, I did not give you the prehistoric size for dragonflies. Yeah, I would guess that's realistic. Yeah. They will also take wasp, by the way. So, prehistoric dragonflies. Some of these guys had wingspans of 28 inches or 71 centimeters with body lengths of up to 18.5 inches or 47 centimeters. And by the way, that wingspan is the wingspan of a crow or a seagull. So, big dragonflies. And I hate to think what they would be eating if they were that size today. Birds would definitely be on the menu. And I know there's some discussion about dragonflies biting people. At that size, they would be biting people. Now, the thing about these giant Meganera dragonflies, the Earth was a much different planet back then. Much more oxygen. I can't talk. Oxygen in the air available for insects and other animals. And this allowed them to be big. Yeah. I think we would have a lot less birds if they were that big today. I could see them taking mice at that size. For sure. Or squirrels, for that matter. There is a sci-fi / horror movie called Monster on Campus, I think is the name of it, where a coelacanth was exposed to radiation and it did something to the blood, and a dragonfly got into it, and it made the dragonfly into a variety that was found millions of years ago. Awesome movie. Highly recommend if you're into that sort of stuff. The video that is coming out, hopefully tonight into tomorrow, is going to be on Ebola. We'll see how that goes. Where did dragonflies come from? Well, what do you mean, where do they come from? That sort of depends on what you believe. Oh, they are from, I believe, every country except for maybe every continent except for Antarctica has dragonflies and damselflies. But they tend to be found around water. Although dragonflies will spread out from those bodies of water in order to hunt. So they can be found several feet away, several miles away from water. We have dragonflies by my house, and that is true too. We have them by me, and there aren't real swamps and lakes around there. That's a little bit harder to say. As the continents broke up, I'm guessing that had to deal with it. Some of them might have been transported by wind. I did read where some dragonflies can actually cross oceans. So there's that one's a little bit harder to say because so this might be how the continents were at one time. The first Very first dragonfly. The first dragonfly, I don't know if I'll be able to get the name. Now, they belong to a separate order. This is the order they belong to. And his scientific, they don't have like a common name for this guy. Oh, gosh darn it. But they had a wingspan of 75 centimeters to 30 centimeters. And they would have hunted insects and amphibians. So, kind of crazy. Although, dragonfly larvae will take tadpoles, so is it so crazy? Maybe not. Yeah, when most people, when they get bit by dragonflies, it's usually because they pick them up or grab them. Connor, depending upon what you believe, dictates who made them. They, if you're Christian, then that's one belief system. It just depends upon what you believe as far as who made them. Never been asked any of those questions before. Interesting. I don't know. I don't know, D-Man. What do you think I should do? Should I just cover the mainstream Swanee River? Or should I cover the drainage system? I may just do creation. If you are Christian, then you believe that God made them. It just depends on your... That is true. I don't like getting into that on my channel, Connor, because I don't like telling people what to believe. on a religious standpoint. Because I can only tell you from my point of view, which is a really limited point of view. Oh man, I gotta stop that. I am like yawning so bad. Oh. Well, you know what? Any river that is undeveloped is a good river. I just want to do it justice. Not really, really. I mean, they allow them to do what they need to do. For their size, yeah. Right. I mean, it's not like a tarantula. Or like a spider crab. Oh. I think it's funny that he's up there with what some people might call two different monsters. I want Spectrum Man, but I was not able to find him. I mean, for their size, yeah, they have long legs. I might watch some Ultraman today. Have him on in the background as I finish up this video. This video, I think, on Ebola is going to be about 10 minutes long. With quite a few pictures in it. And no, before you ask, there's nothing going to be graphic. Oh my gosh. Guys, somebody give me some oxygen or something. I'm ready to eat again, and I ate at like 3:30. Yes. It'll be the same time as this one. Only it will be, what did I say? Maybe I didn't say. Oh, it's going to be on the Congo Gorilla Forest at the Bronx Zoo and Pungoland at the Leipzig Zoo in Germany. Those are always so much fun to do. I was gonna remove them, the exhibit focuses, and people liked them. So I'm like, okay. But I'm kind of excited for some of these new live topics. Like the you're trying not to be rude. I appreciate that. I appreciate you trying not to be rude. So do my wonderful moderators. They appreciate it too. It's okay. You can go. Don't be worried about that. Thank you for coming in. It's much appreciated. If you are watching us right, I don't think I'll be home at 1 o'clock. That's what I heard. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. No, thank you what? I don't know why they would pick Hammond. Although I guess it's closer to Chicago. I don't know. Yeah, the Chicago Bears are leaving Chicago. Apparently. I'm not a fan. I think it's going to cause issues. Oh, you're welcome, Connor. I try. Yeah, that's my concern. One is, are people going to come to Hammond? And is it going to cause issues in Hammond? Like we've seen riots in Chicago because the Bears lost or because the Bears win. I have no idea. Is that we know that they're going to be in Hammond? So it would be at Memorial Park in Hammond. Wolf Lake Memorial Park. It's 22 miles from downtown Chicago. Bye, Connor. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything. Well, if it's Hammond, it's Hammond. If it's other places, it's other places. I didn't know, and yeah. I have no idea. Actually, no. The Arizona Cardinals are the oldest continually operating professional football team in the NFL, founded in 1898. They joined the American Professional Football Association, now the NFL, in 1920. The Chicago Bears are the second oldest, established in 1920 as the Decatur Stollies. Fox Sports. Listed from oldest to newest. Arizona Cardinals, 1920. Chicago Bears, 1920. Green Bay Packers, 1921. New York Giants, 1925. Probably. D-Man, probably. I'm just telling you what it says here, Carrie. I have no idea, D-Man. No. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I don't know, D-Man. As of right now, I think I have three. I have one animal and 2 plants. So the organisms are right now. The organisms right now. The animals that I have right now is the African monarch butterfly, death cap mushroom, and fool's parsley. But if you want to throw that in, I can pick a species and throw it in. Yeah. Monarch butterflies are. There's another one, I think. The monarch butterflies are poisonous. The pipevine swallowtail is poisonous. And the heli something is venomous if it is injected into you, whether that's through fangs or through a spine or a stinger. Poisonous, you have to ingest it. Or absorbed through the skin. Like poison ivy. Or arrow poison frogs. There are at least a couple of snakes, maybe more than that are poisonous, but not necessarily, no. touch, eat, spray. Although technically, it's still venom. Oh, I can see the bird, but I can't pronounce the. They actually have a neurotoxin, if I remember right. The bird that you're talking about, if it's the same one. It's the. The hooded pitahui? There was another bird too. The blue capped. Wow. Wow. The blue capped ifrit. The regent whistler. Rufous napped bluebird or bellbird, sorry, and the ruffed grouse. Wow. Right. That's a pretty long list. I hope Nature Fan is okay. Uh, um, yeah, it produces a substance that can cause skin irritation and nausea. Oh. Bush tit. That name just throws me. I'm also doing a week of spiders as well. And I think with that, I'm doing Red Widow. You're fine. YouTube is weird. Because, like, I could probably get away with showing crazy stuff on my channel, like uh, things you wouldn't normally see on YouTube. But because I'm an education channel, yeah. There could be crazy things, but I try to keep it not so crazy, but sometimes you got to get a little bit crazy. Anyway, guys, I'm going to let you go. I need to eat and edit and other stuff. So I'm going to let you go. Thanks for coming in. Already did that. I already did that. I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.